The second month after my boyfriend, Ryan Johnson, went missing, I saw him on the street. He was arrogantly telling someone, "Missing? Totally faked. My girlfriend, Ivy, is too clingy, needed to teach her a lesson." I had Ethan Wilson cover for me, and she didn't suspect a thing. Ethan was his best friend. I pretended not to hear anything. When I got home, a man embraced me from behind. "Any leads today?" "No." I kissed Ethan, feigning regret as I said, "He might really be dead." The second month Ryan disappeared. I spotted him unexpectedly. He was with friends, still wearing that cocky expression. "Ryan, this whole disappearance act, even we barely see you now." "What can I say?" Ryan drawled. "Ivy's too needy. Always up in my business. Had to put her in her place." "Who came up with the vanishing act?" "Yours truly." The girl beside Ryan, Lily Thompson, lifted her chin triumphantly. "With his IQ? You think he'd brainstorm something this genius?" "Obviously my idea." Sure. You're the mastermind." Ryan chuckled indulgently. I recognized her. Lily, the only girl in Ryan's inner circle. But isn't this too extreme? Won't Ivy get suspicious? "Ethan's handling the alibi. We're golden." The group murmured in understanding. "No wonder, with the Wilson heir backing you." "Who'd doubt it? Ethan's the only reliable one here." Lily sneered. "Mostly because Ivy's dumb as rocks." I waited for Ryan to defend me. Instead, I heard him murmur, "Exactly. She's nowhere near as sharp or hot as you." Their friends hooped like this was routine. "Ryan, just date Lily already. Why bother with other girls?" "I don't shit where I eat." "Fuck off, I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole." They traded insults while their knees kept brushing under the table. As the gathering wound down, someone asked, "How long will this charade last? When are you going back?" "Ryan? When Ivy's desperate enough." Ryan smirked. "I'll return when she's properly broken." I'd planned to file a police report today. Changed my mind. Bought myself gourmet chocolates instead. After a blissful spa day, I returned home in the evening. The house stood dark. I assumed Ethan had left. As I slipped into my slippers, strong arms suddenly wrapped around me from behind. I froze. "Have you been drinking?" Ethan didn't answer directly. "Where were you today? You ignored my calls." "Sorry. I wasn't checking my phone." "Any updates on Ryan?" Still nothing. My voice dripped with feigned concern. His embrace tightened, warm breath grazing my neck. "This is all my fault." If I hadn't insisted on that mountain trip, the genuine tremor in his voice almost convinced me until his tongue flickered against my earlobe. As Ryan's childhood friend from the Johnson family, Ethan played his role perfectly in our twisted charade. While others searched wilderness trails, the Wilson heir performed his remorseful act with Oscar-worthy dedication. Though I suspect Ryan never anticipated how hands-on his friend's penitence would become. The golden boy of New York's elite, Ethan outshone even Ryan in pedigree. His icy composure at corporate events made him seem untouchable. We'd barely exchanged 2 words during my first year at Wilson Enterprises. When Ryan disappeared during their hiking trip, everything changed overnight. For 30 days now, the heir to the Wilson fortune had been showing up at my doorstep with homemade meals. "It's the least I can do," he'd insist. Those aristocratic fingers arranging cutlery with absurd precision. The day I caught him holding my lace lingerie, reality tilted. "Ethan!" I lunged across the laundry room. "I'll wash those myself." His gaze remained disturbingly earnest. "My detergent removes 99% of bacteria." "You're sure?" "Positive." Heat flooded my cheeks, making me miss how his fingertips lingered on the fabric. That restless rubbing of his palms against his tailored slacks. The mask slipped completely last Tuesday. Midnight shadows stretched across the hallway as I crept toward the bathroom. What I witnessed would rewrite everything I knew about Manhattan's most eligible bachelor, discovering Ethan Wilson still lingering at my place. I decided to confront him. Peering through the bedroom door crack, I saw him shirtless, defined muscles taut under dim lighting. His left hand clutched my lace camisole while the other remained obscured by the dresser. A strangled gasp escaped me as I witnessed his tensed back muscles and protruding forearm veins. Ethan whirled around, his throat vibrating with a guttural sound when our eyes met. I'd uncovered his secret. Yet instead of pushing him away, I surrendered to his embrace. Maybe because he'd been my silent anchor when I nearly cried myself blind over Ryan's disappearance. Or perhaps because I'd always suspected the truth. How could parents refuse to report their missing son? Why did Ryan's friends keep partying like nothing happened? The charade finally unraveled today. Everyone, even Ethan, had been acting in this elaborate scheme. "Did you make dinner?" I asked wearily, still trapped in his arms. "Your favorites. Need reheating. Go." Ethan complied instantly, unfazed by my commanding tone. After eating, I tossed him my sweater. "Wash this." His eyes darkened. "Really? Too tired." He practically preened while carrying the garment to the laundry room, his predictable 20-minute ritual. The moment the water started running, I accessed his forgotten phone. Ryan's secret WeChat account glared back. Recent messages included frowny face Ivy, "How is she?" Ethan, "Cried all day yesterday." Ryan, "Don't worry. She's always like this. The constant waterworks are exhausting. Thanks for keeping an eye on her." Ethan, "When are you ending this charade?" Ethan, "If you don't like her, break up. No need to play games." Ryan, "It's not that I don't like her. She just smothers me, won't even let me grab drinks after midnight." Lily was right. A little hardship will teach her to be more accommodating. Ethan didn't respond. A notification pinged, drawing my attention to a group chat titled Princess Lily and Her 3 Nights. Lily, hot gossip. Ivy cried at work yesterday, multiple witnesses. Night number 1 heard about that too. Lily, told you my methods work, treat me to dinner. This was Ryan and Lily's inner circle, 4 guys total. 3 bore night titles. The odd one out was Ethan, the only member using his real name. Ryan once mentioned Ethan joined their group later, probably because the Wilsons controlled major investment portfolios. People like Ryan naturally gravitated toward that influence. Ethan rarely participated, leaving Ryan to shower Lily with attention. Night number 1 dinner? I've funded your entire wardrobe. Ivy used to throw fits over that Amex Black card. Lily, still cracks me up. What's she jealous of? We've been tight since kindergarten. She's just salty about my guy friends. Ryan sent a "Protect Our Princess" meme. Chill, Your Highness. From now on, you get first pick of all gifts meant for her. Deal? Humph. Better. I scrolled up, nauseated. Their daily banter read like flirtation. Every time Ryan stood me up, hospital 4 drips. Valentine's dinners, he'd been entertaining Lily. Even my special presents were her rejects. New DM notification popped up. Ryan to Ethan, remember that thing from 2 months ago? I channeled Ethan's terse style. Lily's birthday? I blacked out and crashed at her place. Keep that story straight, we were together all night. Got it? I typed slowly, you too actually. Ryan, dude. We agreed to drop that. Remember? Lily and I decided it never happened. Otherwise, how else are we supposed to stay friends? Ethan emerged from the bathroom, his laundry already folded. Though his expression remained calm, faint redness lingered at the corners of his eyes. I flashed him a teasing smile. How's your hand treating you? He froze momentarily. Even after discovering his secret and enduring those impulsive embraces and kisses, we'd never crossed that final threshold. Did I get something on? I gestured at my blouse. This? I scrubbed it clean. Feel free to inspect. Don't worry, I'm not disgusted. My gaze traveled over Ethan's 6'2" frame in near-perfect proportions. Objectively speaking, his physique outclassed Ryan's by miles. Might need your laundry skills for a dress later. What? He looked down, confusion etching his features. I peeled off my top and rose on tiptoes to claim his lips. Ethan. I whispered against his mouth. I think Ryan might really be gone. Stay with me tonight? From that moment, Ethan became mine with a mere crook of my finger. Our chemistry surpassed anything I'd experienced with Ryan, more intuitive, more attentive to mutual satisfaction. The stark difference in stamina and physical compatibility even made me regret wasting years pining over a ghost. Ethan remained oblivious because I'd deleted the incriminating chat history. Whenever possible, I'd sneak peeks at his group messages through his phone. My recent cessation of searching for Ryan had clearly rattled him. Ryan frowny face, what's happening? Why did Ivy stop looking? Friend frowny face, chill. Bro. She's probably just tired. Ryan frowny face, impossible. She'd move mountains to find me. Maybe I should return. Lily frowny face, don't you dare. We're in the final stretch of my plan. She's obviously trying to smoke you out with reverse psychology. Ryan frowny face, screw the plan. I'm checking on her tomorrow. Lily frowny face, are you brain dead? I know her type, playing hard to get works both ways. Watch how I handle this. The typing indicator flickered as Ryan hesitated before ultimately conceding. Fine. I'll do whatever you say. Despite his words, Ryan couldn't shake his worry. That night, he secretly called Ethan. The call came through just as I straddled Ethan's lap. Seeing the unknown number, I pressed answer and held the phone to his ear. Hey man. I just had to check. What's really going on with Ivy lately? Ethan, thinking I couldn't hear the caller, mumbled, she's fine. Holy shit. Ethan, you sound weird. Is there a woman with you? How can you tell? Dude, you've got that post-sex rasp. Did I interrupt something? Bring her to meet us sometime. Ryan's words cut off as I spoke directly to Ethan. Are you done? Focus on me. Dead silence filled the line. When Ryan spoke again, his voice cracked. Ethan. Who's there with you? Ethan surfaced from lustful haze, quickly lowering volume. Someone you don't know. But that sounded like Ivy. You're hearing things. I'm hanging up. Stop bothering me. Ethan ended the call and pulled me closer, murmuring against my neck, let's continue. I'll be fully present now. We should stop. Don't you think Ryan's already speeding here? Ethan froze. I continued, he's hiding in that suburban house. Right? 30-minute drive max. You heard everything? Actually, I've already confronted him. Ethan's expression shifted through complex emotions before settling. So you knew he never disappeared. Right. Aren't you angry? I was. Then realized staying mad at trash only poisons yourself. When I'd spotted Ryan that day, I didn't confront him. No screaming matches. No demanding why he'd lied. What's the point expecting honesty from someone who's morally bankrupt? I studied Ethan. What about you? No explanations? As the only member of their group who'd opposed the fake disappearance scheme, I burned with curiosity. Why help them eventually? I owed him. Ethan exhaled like shedding chains. Ryan once saved my ass. Used that debt to guilt-trip me into this. But regardless, I shouldn't have lied to you. I'm sorry. Don't apologize. I'm glad you're part of this charade. What do you mean? I pinched Ethan's chin, smiling faintly. How about betraying them and becoming my accomplice? As anticipated, Ryan showed up personally. At 1 o'clock in the morning, he sneaked into my rented apartment, his fingerprints still worked on the lock. I lay perfectly still under the covers. Bedroom immaculate with no trace of male presence. The nightstand held tear-stained tissues and our framed photo. Ryan scanned the room, satisfied. He didn't realize I was pretending to be asleep. The hidden camera on the desk recorded his every move. Had he touched me, Ethan watching the garage surveillance would have stormed upstairs immediately. After leaving, Ryan met Ethan at a convenience store. "Sorry for doubting you earlier, man. Don't worry about it. Where's your date? Too tired to come out." Her voice really resembles Ivy's though. "I'll introduce you next time." Ethan shrugged noncommittally. Ryan looked haggard, nursing his beer. "Ethan, should I end this?" "Why?" "I haven't slept properly in days." His nose reddened. "When I was with Ivy, I hated how she nagged. Now that I'm free," he trailed off. "She hasn't asked about me all week. What if this backfires?" "Relax," Ethan soothed. "She's still hung up on you. Tried filing a police report recently." "No. That'd ruin everything." I stopped her. "She's been under the weather this week, just a cold." Ryan sighed. "I regret making Ivy suffer, think about it." Ethan countered smoothly. "Remember how she'd throw tantrums over Lily whenever you went drinking? This'll teach her to behave." "Guess I'll follow Lily's advice, keep stringing her along." After Ryan left, Ethan retrieved his phone from the breast pocket. "Well?" he asked anxiously. "Perfect execution." I smiled at the surveillance footage. "Come back. There's a reward waiting." What I asked Ethan to do was simple: keep Ryan occupied and continue their disappearance plan. Because I had prepared a special surprise for Ryan. 3 days later, on a Saturday, I invited our old classmates to my carefully decorated home. Ryan's portrait hung center stage beneath 6 bold black letters spelling Ryan's farewell. The group gasped. "Ivy, what's going on?" they exclaimed, dressed in black and looking haggard. I whispered, "Ryan has been missing for over a month now. Why didn't you tell us sooner?" His parents didn't want to burden anyone, I said, wiping tears. "The search continues." Murmurs spread through the room. "The golden rescue window is 72 hours, someone said. My shoulders shook with silent sobs. "Enough," another classmate intervened. "Can't you see she's devastated?" They were practically inseparable. When asked about police involvement, I shook my head mournfully. His family refused to file a report. "They're using private resources." Nods of understanding circulated. The Johnsons were prominent figures, of course they'd avoid scandal. Unnoticed by most. My phone broadcasted this entire scene live. Distant classmates watched as hundreds of strangers flooded the chat. Well-wishers left virtual candles while skeptics questioned, what kind of parents don't report their missing son? The discussion raged on. Every tear-stained detail preserved for the digital record. Wait. Shouldn't the first step be to contact the police? I looked it up. The Johnson family is influential. They probably have their own rescue team. Missing in Yunling Mountain? That can't be right. I live nearby and haven't seen any rescue teams searching recently. I ignored the chatter. No need to rush. The other lead in this drama would make her entrance soon enough. Right on cue. 30 minutes later, Lily Thompson kicked my front door open. "What the hell are you pulling, Ivy?" She stormed in, tearing down the morbid white drapes and memorial photos. "Ryan's not dead. What's wrong with you?" A single tear still clung to my eyelashes. I gasped. What did you say? Ryan's alive?" "You idiot." She didn't realize every word was being broadcast live. Her swift arrival? My doing. I'd tipped off Ethan. "Lily, I know you're Ryan's close friend, but you don't have to comfort me like this." My voice trembled. "It's been over a month. I've made my peace." I dissolved into louder sobs as viewership numbers skyrocketed. The live chat exploded. "Frowny face, is this girl insane? Who yells at grieving people like that? That's the Thompson heiress." Someone dropped the address. I'm going to support the poor girlfriend. Oblivious. Lily snapped. I'm telling you Ryan's fine. Take this funeral crap down. Proof? I whispered. He was having breakfast with me this morning. The room froze. All eyes locked on her smug face. I forced a shaky smile. Lily, this isn't funny. Don't believe me? She shoved her phone forward. The selfie showed Ryan buying coffee. Lily in pajamas pressed against him. Truth is, Ivy, he faked disappearance because you're pathetic. She sneered. Couldn't take the hint. Could you? This was the only way to ditch you. I swayed. Classmates studying me. You're saying, he ghosted me instead of breaking up? Blame yourself. Her laugh dripped venom. Middle class nobody thinking she's good enough for a Johnson? You were always getting dumped. Time to strike. Steadying myself. I asked. Lily, what exactly is your relationship with Ryan? Childhood friends. Really? I let tears fall. But as his girlfriend, I know nothing. Are you sure you're just friends? The live chat erupted as Lily's smirk faltered, unaware her family's stock had begun plummeting the moment she'd said Thompson heiress. What's wrong with being working class? Damn. My parents are working class too. And my grandparents were farmers. Ugh. Who still acts like this elitist princess in this day and age? Just wait till I finish my questions. The live chat exploded. Gossiping is human nature. Lily frowned. Do you even understand what childhood friends mean? He shares everything with me. I'm the closest person to him besides his parents. A friend nearby snapped. You've got zero boundaries. You're just a homewrecker hiding behind friendship. Thinking you're special. Disgusting. Ivy. This guy isn't worth it. All right. That's enough. Lily's little drama could end here. I claimed exhaustion and sent everyone away before shutting down the live stream. Now, it was time for the male lead's entrance. The reason Lily went first? Ryan happened to be out of town today. Thanks to Ethan. I knew everyone's movements down to the minute. Ryan had seen the stream. He'd blown up my phone with endless calls and groveling texts. By 9 p.m., Ryan finally rushed back to City A. He showed up at my door. Disheveled and desperate, but not alone. Ethan trailed behind him. The moment Ryan saw me, he broke down sobbing. Ivy. I didn't mean it. I panicked and agreed to their stupid plan. I cut him coldly. Did you have fun these past few weeks? I've been miserable. Ryan dropped to his knees. At first I just wanted to teach you a lesson. Make you listen to me. But then I couldn't sleep, all I could think about was you. Funny. That didn't stop you from buying breakfast for other women. Ryan froze. Lily's just a friend. If you hate her, I'll cut her off. But, you two seem perfect for each other. No. No. He shook his head wildly. I can't stand her. She's a spoiled brat with a terrible temper. I've been tolerating her for years. Ivy. You're the only one Enough. I sneered. Ryan. You make me sick. Get lost. When harshness failed, Ryan grew frantic. He turned to Ethan. Do something. This is your mess too. Ethan strolled over, tilted my chin up, and brushed his lips against mine. You're breathtaking when you're angry. Ivy. Ryan completely shattered. He'd rather believe he'd gone blind than accept what just happened. Until I reached out and wrapped my arms around Ethan's waist. Ryan's eyes burned with fury as he swung a fist toward Ethan. Of course. He was no match for him. Even while dodging, Ethan shielded me protectively. Ryan snarled. I helped you. How dare you steal my girl? First. Ethan countered calmly. Ivy isn't anyone's property, she belongs to herself. Second. You promised we'd settle our debt if I helped maintain your lie. I kept my end. His lips curved slightly. though my methods were unconventional. You exploited the situation. Don't you feel ashamed? Ryan spat. Ashamed? Ethan's peach blossom eyes crinkled into a charming arc. Absolutely. From the moment you chose to deceive her, Ryan, this shameless opportunist decided to claim what you took for granted. Ryan was ultimately driven away. I deleted his fingerprint access immediately. He lingered outside all night, rain soaking through his clothes, a pitiful figure of tragic romance. Yet all I felt was revulsion, especially remembering he'd slept with Lily. That evening, I had Ethan carry me to the window, backlit by curtains and lamplight. Our silhouettes merged passionately. Ethan's teeth grazed my shoulder as he peered through a gap in the drapes. He's losing his mind down there, he murmured, trembling against me. Let him. Ivy, his breath hitched. I've waited so long for this. Ryan's madness escalated, frantic calls. Fists pounding our door until police intervention silenced him. Dawn found the live stream wildfire still spreading. Lily's sneers about the working class had backfired spectacularly, exposing her family's corporate ties and affair with Ryan. The Thompson family's PR team scrambled as concrete evidence emerged, security footage showing Ryan stumbling into Lily's apartment, slurring, "You're really letting me stay? Not scared I'll misbehave?" Lily rolled her eyes. "We've known each other for years. Bring it on." Their drunken banter turned to muffled moans behind closed doors, captured in damning clarity by an unseen observer who lingered until the compromising sounds began. A voiceover quipped, "Damn. Those two are really going at it." Except for the two people involved. All other voices in the video had been altered. The footage gave no clues about who recorded it or who was speaking. But I knew. It had to be someone from their tight-knit crew. Because Ryan only hung out with them. Only they could have gotten that close to film. It was Lily's birthday that day. Ethan hadn't shown up due to prior commitments. That left only the two other guys from their group. What seemed like an unbreakable brotherhood actually simmered with resentment and hidden conflicts. When concrete evidence of the cheating surfaced, the scumbag and the other woman became the center of public scrutiny. The Johnson family's clothing brand faced massive consumer boycotts and staggering financial losses. That's when Ryan pulled his masterstroke. He pinned everything on Lily. He claimed the whole disappearance act was her idea. That she'd seduced him into the affair. Ryan even released chat screenshots showing Lily sending lingerie photos late at night, asking, "How do I look in this?" The leaked evidence sparked outrage. Lily got dragged online mercilessly. Her family's restaurant vandalized by angry mobs. Panicking, Lily protested, "We've known each other since childhood. He sees me as one of the guys." There was no seduction. This defense backfired spectacularly. Trolls fired back, disgusting. Didn't stop you from spreading your legs? Did it? This is why opposite-sex friendships without boundaries are toxic. Girls, never date guys with possessive friend groups. Jobless and desperate, Lily came crawling to Ethan for help. I was there when she showed up at his place. Watching her haggard face through the smart doorbell, Ethan didn't buzz her in. Instead he turned to me, "Your call. Should we hear her out?" "Absolutely. Let's see what she has to say." "All right." I retreated to the bedroom to give them privacy. The thin walls carried every word of their conversation. Lily's voice trembled, "Ethan, you're my last hope." "Depends. What kind of help?" His tone stayed casual. "I know you're with Ivy now." A sniffle. "It's just a fling, right? Your family's way out of our league. You'd never seriously date some basic girl like her." "What exactly makes her basic?" Ethan asked coldly. "We're all ordinary people." "Lily, what exactly are you still acting so superior about at this point?" Lily choked, not daring to defy him. Just publicly claimed that Ivy orchestrated this entire cheating scandal to justify dumping Ryan. "After this blows over, I'll introduce you to prettier girls." Ethan snorted, "In your dreams." Lily panicked, "We're supposed to be best friends." Without Ivy, who'd even want to hang out with you? What? Not getting it? Let me spell it out. I only joined your pathetic little clique because of Ivy. This bombshell left not just Lily stunned. Even I was shocked. Ethan explained calmly, I met Ivy during freshman orientation. She made quite an impression, though I never got her name or number. By the time we crossed paths again, she was already dating Ryan. Lily gasped, you infiltrated our group just to, exactly, to wait for my chance to steal her away. Are you insane? They dated for 2 years. And I waited 2 years. Ethan flashed a triumphant smile. Perseverance pays off. My opportunity finally came. So when you agreed to help Ryan cover his lies, surface level, it was repaying a favor. But from the start, Ethan nodded. I had my own agenda. In this elaborate farce, everyone pursued their own goals. Only Ethan had played the long game. Lily turned pale, you scheming bastard. Takes one to know one. After Lily stormed out, I crossed my arms. You even kept me in the dark. Necessary deception. Ethan shrugged. As Ryan's best friend, you'd never have considered me if I'd revealed my hand earlier. So I decided to play the villain, make you fall for me instead. Let the blame fall entirely on me. Thus Ethan entered my life as a repentant caretaker, casually flexing his gym-toned physique, orchestrating silent rivalries, performing his solo act of romantic conquest when no one was watching. What if your plan had failed? I asked. He smiled tenderly. Then at least I got to comfort you when you cried. That would have been enough. Abandoned by allies, Lily fled City A in disgrace. The Thompson family fortune crumbled, their assets evaporating. No more spoiled rich heiress lifestyle, though honestly, that part didn't satisfy me completely. The mistake was made by 2 people together. Why does Ryan get to walk away unscathed? I don't have any dirt on Ryan myself, but I believed someone out there did. Those closest to him must have known something. So I found Lily's social media account and anonymously slid into her DMs. My heart breaks for you, sis. It's clearly the trash guy's fault. Why should you carry all the blame alone? Sis. Never let that jerk off the hook. I've got your back. Heh. Who says I can't play innocent too? Just as I expected. Lily felt isolated now. But the slightest validation would send her spiraling. She began flooding the internet with evidence of Ryan's past bullying, middle school stuff. He'd once broken a classmate's arm. The Johnson family threw some cash at the problem, and it vanished. That same year, Ryan was named honor student. Normally, such revelations might have faded unnoticed. But the Johnsons' clothing brand had just survived a brutal corporate rivalry. Their competitors saw an opening and immediately started boosting Lily's posts with paid trending spots and hashtags. Just like that, Ryan's golden boy facade shattered spectacularly. The fire spread. More victims came forward with stories about Ryan. There was no coming back from this. Ironically, the Johnsons had a backup heir, Ryan's younger brother. Seeing the PR disaster, the family abandoned their firstborn overnight. Stripped of privilege, Ryan plummeted from his gilded perch into the mud. He drowned himself in alcohol, day after day. I'd warned him countless times about his drinking, but he'd always brushed me off. Now it finally destroyed him. One night, a speeding car hit Ryan as he staggered drunk across the street. The doctors said he'd limp for life. Traffic cameras showed him jaywalking through a red light. The driver faced no charges. Days later, unexpected visitors arrived, Ryan's parents. I knew them from before. Smiling hyenas. Both of them. All fake warmth while secretly sneering at my ordinary background. Colluding in Ryan's charade. Now here they were. Begging. Ivy, Auntie's always been kind to you. Hasn't she? I smiled. Please get to the point. Ryan made mistakes. We've disciplined him harshly. But your uncle's company, we're innocent in all this. What we're asking, Could you sign a public forgiveness statement? Say everything's resolved. That you've moved on? I nearly laughed. The audacity. But you see, I had a plan all along. I sniffled twice. And within moments, my eyes welled up with tears. Uncle. Auntie. I know you've been kind to me. I hate to drag you into this mess. But what Ryan did to me, my voice broke as tears cascaded down my cheeks. These nightmares won't stop. My friends are begging me to see a therapist. The middle-aged couple exchanged glances. We understand, the woman said hurriedly. How much compensation would make this right? I recoiled like she'd slapped me. I could never take money. This isn't about 20,000? 40? Auntie. I pressed a trembling hand to my chest. My feelings for Ryan aren't some cheap transaction. When they offered 50,000, I sighed dramatically. Maybe therapy is the only answer. For 24 hours. I played the heartbroken idealist refusing blood money. Then my bank alert chimed, 1 million yuan deposited. Memo line reading, voluntary compensation for emotional distress. Ethan found me grinning at my phone. You wanted money? I could have given you that. This is different. I twirled in the winter sunlight. Snowflakes catching in my hair. Ryan's family paid damages. You? I'd be taking gifts. His gloved hand caught mine as we passed the coffee shop where we'd first met. You brought me hot water that day. He murmured, breath fogging in the air. Told me I could rest here without buying anything. I flushed. In my defense, you looked like a broke art student. Not some Wilson heir who could have bought the whole block. Our laughter mingled with Christmas carols as shop windows glittered. Across town, my tearful forgiveness video was going viral, the perfect performance of a wounded saint. Guaranteed to make Ryan's apology tour implode. Let them call me emotional. My tears had just netted 7 figures. Then you grabbed some snacks to feed the stray cats by the entrance. That image remains etched in my memory. But later, when Ethan Wilson returned to that bubble tea shop wanting to properly introduce himself, I'd already quit my part-time job. After twists and turns, he finally found me. Yet by then, I'd become Ryan Johnson's girlfriend. Ethan said nothing that title observation day. He simply lowered his aching eyes. Standing alone. For 2 years. He'd watched me tease Ryan with affectionate gestures and embrace him. But the deepest pain came from Ryan's failure to cherish me. The person he treasured beyond reach had become mere clutter in Ryan's eyes. Torn between ethics and emotion, Ethan finally seized the opportunity when Ryan himself delivered the opening. Screw morality this time. Ethan resolved. Even if the world condemns me, I'll take this chance. I sighed. Ethan, with this determination, you could achieve anything. Exactly. His gaze intensified. So take me with you for overseas studies. Please? I blinked. How did you know? The funding you needed from the Johnson family, it's for continuing education. Isn't it? To gain more knowledge. See the wider world. After receiving the money, I'd emailed my dream advisor abroad. Surprisingly, they valued my undergraduate experiences, multiple jobs, social engagements. We appreciate such well-rounded applicants. The reply stated. Admission secured for next year's term. I'm sorry for not telling you earlier. I just didn't know how, Ivy. He kissed my hand reverently. You never need reservations with me. I know the States well from frequent trips, just flight tickets. If you'll have me, I'd rather be your study companion. My eyes lit up. Really? You've tasted my cooking, still trust me to care for you? No. I mean, wouldn't this delay your own plans? Ethan shook his head. My parents were planning to hand me their U.S. operations anyway. Then it's settled. He grinned. Ivy, would you consider meeting my parents? Too soon? Memories of the Johnsons' condescension made me hesitate. He understood. I've already told them about you. Mom especially, she coached me on perfecting braised ribbonfish after hearing it's your favorite. Sharing family stories. We walked hand in hand through the year's first snowfall. 9 months later, I boarded the plane to the U.S. with Ethan. Both my parents and Ethan's parents came to see us off at the airport. Ethan's father kept instructing him, once you get there, make sure to take good care of Ivy. Cook her favorite meals whenever she wants. If you two run short on funds, just tell me, I'll wire the money immediately. The Wilson family sure lives up to their reputation of being loaded. Ethan's mother was bustling around making sure everything was in order. Did you pack all the essentials? Ivy, if Ethan ever gives you trouble, you call me. I swear I'll fly straight to the States to teach that boy a lesson myself. Just focus on your studies and don't stress about anything else. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Wilson. Mom, Dad, we should get going now. The cloudless sky promised smooth flying conditions. I was embarking toward brighter horizons, the future stretching ahead while my partner stood beside me. Everything felt perfectly aligned at this moment. May we never be confined by society's labels. So what if I'm petite or cry easily? True courage comes from within, and someday our inner light will shine through.